Hello there and welcome back to my channel. Of course, welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, my name is Alex and I am currently posting a lot of videos, and if you haven't seen my face before, then make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and also put the notification bell on so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Today's video is a bit of two different videos, if that makes sense. So like, I'm doing a full face of Anastasia Beverly Hills makeup, but the video is mainly going to be my first impressions on the foundation and powder. I'm so excited to share my thoughts with you on these products. It has been long waiting. I think they were sitting in my drawer for like 2 weeks. So this video has been much needed to be filmed. So if you're interested in not only seeing a full face of ABH makeup, but seeing my thoughts and opinions on the foundation and loose powder, because those babies are extremely pricey, then make sure you keep on watching. As I just said, today's video is mainly gonna be about the foundation and the loose powder, as these are new to me. I've never owned these before, but I do have a full face of ABH. I'm only missing a few steps, but I do have the majority of their product, like for a full face. So I think we should just jump on into it. I do just want to quickly talk about these products before I use them. So this is the foundation. This is £43, 43, but I did get both of them for 52, which is an amazing price. So yeah, this is originally £43. I got mine in the shade 130N, which is a neutral tone. I don't really know what my true tone is. I've got no idea about that, but I just guessed. And this, oh my god, I nearly dropped it. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. Is a luminous one, which is not something I usually go for on a day-to-day basis, but I do have a few luminous foundations in my collection. I do like them, so I am very excited to try this to see if it will live up to like my NARS one, because I love my NARS one. So this is what the bottle looks like. It is absolutely stunning. It's glass. It just has foundation down the back, obviously the branding on the front. So yeah, I think we should put this on our face now. I am just quickly going to prep my skin. I'm going to use my e.l.f. putty primer. Ever since my like full face first impressions, I have non-stop been reaching for this, so I'm very much enjoying it. Okay, that's one pump. It does look like it's gonna match me, so fingers crossed. Okay, so this is all the foundation on. It's a pretty bang on colour match. I'm very happy with that, because it's a bit tricky finding your shade online. But it is a really nice finish. It definitely has a dewy finish, and it is really hydrating. It hasn't clung to any dryness on my face. It looks beautiful and smooth on the skin. It hasn't got full coverage. It's definitely medium. Is that what it says on here? Yeah, medium coverage. It's definitely medium coverage. Highly agree with that. So yeah, I'm actually really loving it so far. I am just going to put some concealer on and then I'll be back. I'm just going to use the e.l.f. hydrating one. I just thought, you know, hydrating, I'm going to continue to use hydrating products. Okay, I've now put my concealer on. Those two together work so well, but the foundation looks absolutely beautiful. I'm in love with the finish. Yes, it is more dewy than like what I use on a day-to-day basis, but that's not going to stop me using it. Like, I absolutely freaking love the finish of it. Oh my god, it is so beautiful. It does definitely feel like I've got foundation on my face right now. It's not extremely lightweight. Yeah, no, it doesn't claim to be lightweight, but I can definitely feel it on my face. The coverage with both the concealer and foundation, amazing. Okay, we need to set this face in place. We're going to be trying the loose setting powder. I am such a loose powder person. Like, I use it every single day without fail. Definitely prefer loose powder to pressed powder, because I just feel like it makes my makeup last longer. This is what it looks like. It's freaking huge, like absolutely huge. I think you only get, well, I say only, I think you get 20, yeah, you get 25 grams of product in it. This is £39 though. £39 on its own. This one product is £39. Like, oh my goodness, that is so much money. I didn't open this before this video, so I was not prepared. Be right back. Okay, I just peeled it off like half the holes because I don't want it to go flying everywhere. But firstly, we're going to set under our eyes. I'm going to use a brush for this. I don't use a sponge to set my under eyes because it makes them look very cakey and dry and awful. So I'm going, where's my SpongeBob? SpongeBob? Where's my sponge gone? Just gonna, it hasn't really set into my, like it has because all foundation set into my lines, but it doesn't look awful. Okay, I've just poured some out into the lid. It is like, I don't know, like it's not finely milled, like it does have little balls of it, if that makes sense. What does this say? It claims to be lightweight loose powder for setting makeup in place. Apparently it's long wearing, and that's about it really. Okay, so I'm gonna just take a little bit on my brush. Oh, I got mine in the shade Vanilla, by the way, if I didn't mention that. There is a translucent one, but I didn't want that. I wanted one with a bit of a tinge to it. And I still have a little bit of product left in the lid, so I'm just going to put that back in there. Okay, so this is the powder applied. It is actually so good. Like, usually with some loose powders, they do cling to like dry patches I didn't even know I had. But this hasn't really clung to any dryness. Like, it's set really well. It almost like melts into your skin when you put it on, and I think because I've got like a combination skin type, it's going to work really well for me. Time will tell if it will become one of my favourites because I have to test it with other foundation I have in my collection, but the foundation and powder for me work really well together. There's no dryness or nothing, and obviously I think that's to do with the fact that it's a luminous foundation as well. I'll be excited to try this with a matte foundation, see how it reacts. But with those two together, face looks really smooth, really set in place, loving it. Okay, now I've done my first impressions on the foundation and concealer. Stay tuned to the end to hear my like round up final thoughts. I'm now going to proceed to do the rest of my makeup using Anastasia Beverly Hills. So for bronzer, I do have a bronzer, however I think this is a bit too dark for me. I have mine in the shade Tawny. I'm sure I should have got it in Rosewood. It is just a shade too dark, I think, but I will make it work. The bronzer is definitely a tiny bit too dark. You can use it in a sheer way so it doesn't come on super pigmented. So obviously I do love this bronzer, but probably should have got the shade below it, but it is still a really nice bronzer. I don't think I look too orange or anything. I think it's a really nice undertone. Next, for contour, obviously I'm going to be using my Anastasia contour kit. I'm just going to take this shade here, which is apparently the only shade I actually use in this palette. It is very nice. I absolutely love that. You don't necessarily have to spend so much money on a contour kit, but it is a beautiful shade, perfect for my skin tone, so I do really enjoy that, and plus I've had it for years. For highlighter, I've got two products. I have the Amrezy palette and the no, this is not a palette. I've got the Amrezy highlighter and I've got the Nicole Guerrero. I think I'm going to use the Nicole Guerrero just because this is actually still available to buy on the ABH UK website. This highlighter is limited edition, you can no longer buy it, but oh guys, it is freaking stunning, and I'm so gutted it's not like available permanently. Like, it's just so annoying. Don't know why they feel the need to do that to us, but this is absolutely beautiful. If you do have it, you'll agree it's amazing. So I am going to just use the Nicole Guerrero palette. This is the only glow kit I have. And I'm going to just take a combination of Kitty Cat and Forever Lit. These are the two lightest shades in the palette. I've had this since the first launch. I didn't get it this time around. I got it years ago, and I've actually still got the email. It's so funny. It's not really that funny, but I found the email the other day when I got it. it is so blinding. Like, honestly, the ABH highlighters are insane. So for blush, I'm just going to use my L'Oreal Life's Peach. I don't actually own any of the ABH blush palettes. I really do though, because they look absolutely stunning. I'm going to get the Peachy Loves one, because it's got like really beautiful peachy tones in it and it looks beautiful. I'm just going to use the Bretman Rock Jungle Rock Luminous Mist thing. This was limited edition, which I didn't know when I bought it, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered. But okay, brows. I've got 2 products by ABH in terms of the brow department. I've got the Brow Wiz pencil and I've also got their like dip brow gel. I'm going to firstly use the spoolie and just go through my brows. And the reason I love this pencil is because it is so thin. Like, look how thin the pencil is. It's beautiful. And we're gonna, I think this is £22. I think it's £22. Very expensive, but it is a really good brow pencil. You can get good dupes for it. The MUA one is pretty much a solid dupe and it's like £2 something. So if you can't afford to get, or don't want to spend the money on an ABH brow pencil, definitely check out the like MUA one. And I'm just going to use their dip brow gel. I have this, oh sorry, I forgot to tell you what shades I have these in. I have this one in taupe and this one in taupe because this coming in a set over Christmas. So this dip brow gel is supposed to be like a combination of a brow gel and a pomade, so it like offers like pigment but also like sets your brows down. So I'm gonna just put this on. So now that I've done my brows, I'm now gonna just wax some eyeshadow on. I'm not gonna do a full look or tutorial or anything. I'm just gonna use my Kylie Bible palette because I haven't used this in freaking ages. You guys know how I feel about my ABH eyeshadow palettes. I have got so many and I love them so much. Like, the pigmentation and quality is just insane. Sometimes you just need to spend that coin to get a good, decent quality eyeshadow palette, and with ABH you definitely get that. My favourites are probably Soft Glam, and I do love the Jackie Aina one as well. So I'm just going to do a really quick and basic eye look today. I'm just going to use the brush that comes in the ABH palettes. I'm firstly going to take the shade Cindy, which is a beautiful peachy coral shade. I've blended that in my crease and just started to bring it up further to my brow. I'm now going to take the shade Chai, I think that is, or something, I think it's Chai. And I'm just going to blend that over the top of that peach, just in the crease though. I'm not going to bring it up to my brow bone. And then on a Morphe M506 brush, I'm going to take the shade Boy, I think that says. It's just like a cool toned brown, and I'm just going to do an halo eye, I think, and just put this either side, like, you know, like inner corner and outer corner. And I'm also going to run that shade on my lower lash line. And then for the middle of my lid, I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Moo, and I'm just taking the other end of the ABH brush, and I'm just going to douse that in the middle of my lid. For my inner corners and brow bone, I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Bolly or something, and it's very pigmented. Okay, and that's my look using the Kylie Bible palette. It definitely isn't my favourite ABH palette, just because I feel like you can't create tons of looks with it, but it is a beautiful palette. If you're looking for something that's not too intimidating or too colourful, definitely check this one out. It's absolutely stunning. I'm going to hop off camera, put on some mascara, and then I'll be right back for the final step. Okay, I've put my mascara on. I just put on the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and we're now on to the final step, which is lips. I actually only own one ABH lipstick, and this is just a liquid lipstick. This one's in the shade Ashton, so let's put this on. Okay, so this is the lipstick on. It definitely will dry down, but loving my face at the moment. I do love all the makeup from ABH, like it's so beautiful. Some steps of your routine you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money on, especially things like contour, highlight, blush. However, other products, maybe like eyeshadow, foundation, powder, things like that, you may have to spend a little bit more money on to get like really nice results. Today's video has obviously mainly been about my thoughts and opinions, first impressions on the foundation and the loose powder, and I'm going to be honest, I'm absolutely loving them so far. Obviously I didn't spend a lot of money on both of them because I saved a lot by buying them both, but I'm extremely impressed with how they're looking on my face right now. My skin looks so smooth, so flawless. I can hardly see my pores, which is helpful from the like Elf Putty primer as well, so I feel like it all like comes together really nicely. I do love my NARS one, but I think this one is pretty much on par with my NARS. Like I really love the finish and how it's made my face look. I've really enjoyed using this today. I'm going to continue to use this. I'm going to use this with my like regular powders as well and see how it performs. Obviously I believe these two would be made to work together because it's from the same brand. In terms of the powder, it literally melted into my skin when applying. If you've got pale skin, this shade definitely will work for you. It's pretty pale. It's not translucent, but it is the second lightest shade. Really liking this so far again. Obviously it's ABH. Kind of wasn't expecting anything less than that, because it is a high-end brand and I know these products are much raved about. I'm so happy I decided to buy them. I'm excited to keep trying them. Let me know down below your thoughts and opinions on the foundation and powder. Obviously this is my first time using that, I know that, but I am very impressed first time using them, so I'll be very excited to know what you guys think of it as well. I think that pretty much rounds up this video. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a massive thumbs up. Of course, if you haven't, please subscribe down below. I'm so close to 3,000 subscribers. I'm so excited. I need to get on buying the giveaway prize for that. So if you haven't subscribed to me already, definitely hit that button down below. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!